And our next speaker is Janice Ogata, and she has been a Toastmaster for 9 years. She's a former club president and a past area governor, and she's working towards her DTM, as somebody said earlier. So she'll be giving speech number 2 from the Professional Speaker Manual, and the objectives are to entertain the audience through the use of humor drawn from personal experience, so this is going to be fun, and as well as from other material. So please help me welcome up Janice Ogata, whose speech is titled Conventions. Conventions.
Thank you. Oh my God, I wanted to call her Mr. Toastmaster. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. By a show of hands, how many out there have a hobby? How many out there have a hobby? Okay, go ahead, shout some of your hobbies. What are your hobbies?
Swimming.
Basketball.
Scrapbooking.
Beekeeping.
Okay, believe it or not, there is probably a convention for beekeeping, or for swimming, or for reading, or for scrapbooking. I know for a fact that there is a convention for scrapbooking. And you guys probably would not believe that there was a convention for scrapbooking. I mean, come on. How excited can women get over paper? But let me tell you, women can get really excited over paper. It's like, ooh, they have glitter paper, they have sticky paper, they have pink paper, purple paper, they have sandpaper, they have stencils, they have stickers, they have archival pens. So you can write in your scrapbook and write on the photographs with archival ink. So you would never know that a subject like scrapbooking would have a convention. All right, I'm going to tell you some conventions that I've attended, and then I'll expound on the more interesting experiences I've had at some conventions. Now, if y'all haven't had a chance to get to know me, you probably might know that I'm kind of cheap. And by cheap, I mean frugal, I mean thrifty. I was raised by a single mom, so we always had to find a bargain. And what I found interesting when I was in school is my girlfriends would come up to me and they would say, you know, Janice, your mom must be rich. And I said, why do you say that? And she's like, because you never wear the same outfit to school every day. And I was like, are they crazy? I'm shopping at the $5 store for my clothes. I'm shopping at Ross. I'm shopping at TJ Maxx, right? Okay, but I digress. So let me tell you about these conventions. There's a yarn convention. There's a knitting convention. There is a cookie convention. And the reason that I say it's cheap is I like to go to conventions, but only if I can get in for free. So, you know, these conventions sometimes cost $25, or it could be, I went to a Hello Kitty convention and it was $35 for one day. And cheap Janice was like, oh shoot, I can't get into this one for free. Because I get into the other ones for free by, okay, I'll volunteer, let me work the door, let me work somebody's booth, can I get in for free? It's all about the free stuff, because once you get inside a convention, oh my gosh, the world is your oyster. Sometimes they'll give you a pen, sometimes they'll give you paper, sometimes they'll be like stuff all on the table. Can I have this? Okay. And then if they don't notice, I'll just be like putting stuff in my tote bag. I just put stuff in my tote bag because it's free. I got in for free. I didn't want to pay the $25. I didn't want to pay the $50. But let me tell you what happened at the Hello Kitty convention. So I believe the year was 2014, and there was a Hello Kitty convention. And I was so excited because you guys know how much I love Hello Kitty, right? So my roommate told me that he would drive me to the Hello Kitty convention because I don't like to drive. If you also know me, I only pretty much drive in Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena. I will occasionally go to Torrance because that's where my grandparents live. And I will occasionally drive to Montebello because for some stupid reason I put my prescription at Walmart in Rosemead / Montebello. So sometimes I'll go there. Anyways, I said to my roommate, oh my god, God, there's a Hello Kitty convention, I really want to go, but it's in downtown LA. And he said to me, I will take you, but you have to buy my ticket. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to pay $70 just for us to get in? Okay. You're probably wondering, what is at a Hello Kitty convention? And I was wondering too. And I kept wondering and wondering and wondering, because this was us at the Hello Kitty convention. It took us 2.5 hours to walk into the convention. It was really poorly run. By the time we got into the convention, my roommate had had it, and he goes, I tell you what, I'm just gonna leave you here, and I'm gonna go get some food, and I'm gonna come back and pick you up. And I go, no, I want you to come with me, it's gonna be fun, blah, 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 blah. Inside, once we got in, there were photo opportunities. There was a chance to see the very first Hello Kitty item ever made. And people were going crazy. And it was a little coin purse that was this big. And it just had Hello Kitty with a little milk bottle, and she was wearing her red bow. Well, okay, this convention was not fun. I ended up getting into a fight with my roommate. There were long lines for everything. It was pretty much just a merchandise paradise, because you get in there and they're selling you stuff. So he said to me, if there is ever a Hello Kitty convention again, I'm not going with you. We got into such a big fight that he made me cry, and I was like in the car crying on my day off. So that was a bad convention. But I went to DragCon. I'm not sure if any of you guys know who RuPaul is, but RuPaul has a show where RuPaul is a man who dresses as a woman who is really famous and wears like glitter and false eyelashes and what have you. And I got into that convention for free. And I had a really good time at that convention because my roommate was being a photographer for that convention, so he got me in for free, and he goes, go by yourself to the convention, and I'm gonna take pictures, and I'll meet you later. So I had a blast, because here I am, this little short Asian lady, and I decided I was gonna wear all black because I knew that drag queens were really super flamboyant, right? So you're thinking, what do they have at drag queen conventions? Oh my gosh, it is a woman's paradise. You can buy high heels, you can buy boas, you can buy false eyelashes, you can buy makeup, you can sit there while somebody puts a wig on top of you. You could also meet the stars from RuPaul's Drag Race, right? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I gotta pay you $50 to get your autograph? I was like, okay, thanks, because I was like, what are all these lines for? But the funniest thing that happened to me at RuPaul's Drag Queen Race was I wanted to take a picture of these two guys that were dressed like Carol Burnett and Vicki Lawrence as like Mama and Eunice, right? So I said, oh, can I get a picture with you guys? And one of them said, come on over here, Margaret Cho, come here. So he called me Margaret Cho, and then I took a picture with them, and then people started following me around the convention, and I'm like, no, I'm not really Margaret Cho. But that was so funny. That was like my funny experience at the DragCon. And then I went to another convention, and it was the Craft and Hobby Super Show, which used to be held in Anaheim, California. And I know a lot of people just from, you would be surprised what social media can do. I transitioned with them from MySpace to Facebook, and then of course I kind of finagled my way. I'm like, can I get in for free for this convention? And they're like, yeah, just come, we'll give you a ticket. I had a blast at that convention because you can go collect free stuff, and I'm all about the free stuff. I got free scissors, I got free markers, I got free yarn, I got free knitting needles. I even made contact with, that's how I made contact with the people that work for Red Heart Yarns, because I was like, oh, hi. And she's like, what do you do? And I'm like, hi, I'm Janice Ogata, I'm a Toastmaster. And then she said, oh, my uncle is a Toastmaster. I think you need to come over here. And then she said, do you want to take some of this yarn home? Because we don't want to pack it. And I had this huge tote bag because I got that for free. And when I started shoving all this, I'm talking to her, oh, thank you. I run this group. I know 7 different groups that could use this yarn. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And I gave her my business card, and she gave me her business card. And I left that booth with 35 balls of yarn. And I was like, oh yeah, free stuff. for everything. And some of these conventions I have not been to yet. I don't know that I would go to that because I'm not this type of person. I don't really like tattoos, but there's a tattoo convention. There's also a cannabis convention for people who are into marijuana and marijuana products. There's a convention called Dragon Fest, which is all about martial arts. There's a fitness expo convention. There's a landscaping expo convention. There's even a Lego convention where you spend the entire day making stuff with Lego and looking at Lego, what do you call it? Architecture. Like, you know, it's very precise how to put all those Legos together and make stuff. There's a hair convention that I almost went to when I had longer hair, but I didn't want them to cut my hair, but that's what they wanted to do. But you know, there's one convention that if I can get in for free, I'm going. It's called the National Funeral Director Convention. It's in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I want to go look at glitter coffins. Madam Toastmaster.